You know, Josh Elliott begged to do this highlight today, but I won. Game 2 between the D-backs and the Dodgers. This one was a marathon. Manny Ramirez with the Dodgers down 7-6, bottom 9, and into right center. All the way to the wall it goes. Manny, under the hustle, beating the throw to second for a leadoff double. So time run on second. Ramirez would be taken out for a pinch runner. 2 batters later, Casey Blake drives this one deep into left field. Chris Young at the wall, but he can't make the catch. Jamie Carroll is going to score. So an RBI double for Blake. We are tied at 7, and here we go. Extra innings. Get comfy. Bottom 10. Leo Rosales in the game for the D-backs, and he is the 8th different pitcher they have used. One on, here's Andre Ethier, and we remember what he did last season. 6 walk-off hits for the Dodgers, 1-1, chasing that one. And then on the 2-2 pitch, big swing and a miss, and he's out. Strikeout for Ethier, maybe trying to be the hero again, who knows? It's a young season. 11th inning now, Russ Ortiz working the top half, and that makes him also their 8th pitcher. Bullpens being used up last night. Mark Reynolds pops this one up to shallow center. Matt Kemp comes in, slides in. He can't make the catch. Everybody is safe, Josh. Let's take one more look at this. Why not?
Maybe he'll catch it in the 11 o'clock hour.
Yeah. Basically, it looks like he just got a bad jump on the ball and then finally starts to hustle in, charging in, misplace it, and the bases are now loaded. Next batter. This is Young blooping it into left. It's going to get down. Stephen Drew scores to make it 8-7 Arizona. They'd add another run on a sac fly. And here's something you don't see often out west. It is midnight. Were you still awake at this time?
Oh, 3 a.m.?
3 a.m. on the East Coast.
Look, I'm a full-service anchor. I didn't see 3 a.m. this morning.
Rosales gets Russell Martin to ground out to short, and that would be your game. Again, 16 total pitchers used by these teams, and after 11 innings, 4 hours and 57 minutes, might as well have been 11. D-backs win it.
A bunch after the Rockies torched the Mets Tuesday to open up this 3-game set. The Mets already taking on water, but David Wright doing what he can. Top 3 here. Man on, right, and said man coming home. 2-run shot to left off Aaron Cook. Mets were up 3-1, but to the bottom of the frame we go. And with 2 men on, Ryan Spilborghs leaves the yard. And so the Rocks retake the lead. 4-3 on Spilborgh's first of the season off Jonathan Neese. Moved to the 9th. Each team's added a run. Franklin Morales on to close. Gary Matthews Jr. to short, but Troy Tulowitzki do it all. Shortstop couldn't do it there. Infield single it was recorded as, and then Matthews on his horse stealing second. When Chris Ioannidis throws off the mark, Matthews takes third. He'd come home on a sac fly. We go to extras. Top 10 then. Mets, ducks on the pond, second and third. Alex Cora lining it to second. Half inning over as the Mets continue to struggle with runners in scoring position. As for Ionetta, making up for that throwing error. He wasn't in scoring position, but he is now. Walk-off home run. Second on the year. Rockies, a 3rd straight victory was theirs. They take it 6-5.
The ballpark opened in 1994. Top 3, Rangers up 3-0, make that 4-0. Nelson Cruz. Justin Matheson had tried to throw a sinker, but Cruz.
Now Houston's sitting on a horrible 0 for Albert Pujols. Not. And here, bottom first, 2-on for Pujols. He singles to left. It would plate former Gaucho Skip Schumacher, tying the game at 1, and this is how good he's been. Pujols, yeah, I just missed that one. I only could drive home a single run. Later in the inning, Colby Rasmus, to and through Tommy Manzella. The error by Manzella allowing Ryan Ludwig to score. Cards take a 2-1 lead. Michael Bourne says this: when Pujols is up at the plate, you're always like, man, ground the ball. Hit the ball to shortstop, please, just one time. And wouldn't you know that he knows Michael Bourne, and yet a supreme effort. Right in front of the wall there. Again, Pujols just missing it. Top 8 now, bases juiced. 2 outs for the Stros. Dennis Reyes on the bump, gets Kaz Matsui to ground to Brendan Ryan. Cards taken 2-1. The Astros now fall to 0-8.
Ouch. Reds and the Marlins. Jorge Cantu, he's hit an RBI in all 8 games this season. Would he continue that hot trend? Marlins up 3-1, bottom 5, and Cantu up. Homers to left off of Homer Bailey. That's a Major League record 9th straight game with a hit and RBI to start the season. Not bad. More on him in a second. Scott Rowland here, top 6. Reds down 4-1, and Hanley Ramirez To his left, spins, throws to get rolling out. 2 batters later, Johnny Gomes at the plate, and why not? Ramirez one more time, the diving stop, and then the throw to first again. Marlins are going to take this one 5-3. Back to the diamond, A's and the Mariners. Milton Bradley got off to a slow start this season, but he's beginning to pick it up. Bottom 5, Mariners down 2-0, and Milton Bradley broken bat single. Ichiro, Sean Figgins both come home, so Mariners tied at 2. Bradley now 5 RBI in his last 2 games. Bottom 6, Franklin Gutierrez batting with 2 on and 2 out, and flare into left off of Chad Godin. Adam Moore scores. Mariners up 3-2. So top 9 we go, David Aardsma. On to protect this 4-2 lead, and Aardsma gets Jake Fox. He had homered earlier in the game, but not that time. He grounds out to end it. Aardsma's 4th save of the year. The Mariners take it 4-2.
Angels and Yanks now at the new Yankee Stadium. Angels have played there 8 times. They've lost their 7 of them, including playoffs. Picking up in top 3. No score man on second. Eric Ibar to center. Brandon Wood would score. Angels up early 1-0. Next batter is Bobby Abreu, and continuing to victimize his former club. A day after sending a late grand slam out, he doubles to right center, plating Ibar. Javier Vasquez struggling early. Angels up 2-0. Bottom 4 now. Joel Pinheiro. No struggle here. Gets Nick Johnson swinging on through later in the inning. Alex Rodriguez swinging on through. And then bottom 6, it's a 4-1 game. Rodriguez chasing strike 3 again. Pinheiro went 7, allowed just 1 run, struck out 7. Bottom 8, it's a 5-1 game. Scott Shields on. Nick Johnson liming that to left center. It's going to plate Brett Gardner. Yankees were down 5-2. Later in the inning, they played it another, so it's a 5-3 game. Runners on the corners. Jorge Posada could have been an arrow. Instead, he swings on through the Kevin Jepson offering. Angels take it 5-3.
Dodgers Diamondbacks, all of baseball wearing Robinson's 42. That was Don Newcomb, who's aristocrat. He's former teammate of Jackie Robinson's. This is Hiroki Kuroda pitching to Chris Young. It's Matt Kemp. And now Matt Kemp dates who, Stan? Rihanna. And Taylor Swift is playing across the street at LA Live there. So you got a couple of the young famous singers. And what's your favorite Taylor Swift song? Yeah, you don't have one. No. But The Best Day is one of them, and Matt Kemp not having the best day. That was Wednesday in the 11th, which cost the Dodgers, and you just saw what he did on Thursday. But he's having the best day now, and Aaron Heilman isn't, because in the bottom of the 7th, Heilman replacing Dan Herron, and Kemp takes him yard. His 4th ties the game up. We go 8th inning. Jeff Weaver. Has he pitched in every game for the Dodgers this season? If he has, that might be why the arm would be tired, and he'd give up something like that to Justin Upton. His 3rd, Dodgers up 4-3. Bottom 8, Juan Gutierrez scoring. And how many times do we show a guy in a home run and then making a great catch at the wall? Whenever we edit it that way, Upton stealing one from Garrett Anderson. Let's go bottom 9, 5-4, D-backs. Casey Blake facing Chad Qualls, 0-2 count. Little roller to shortstop, 2 out. Ball game. Oh, no. Stephen Drew. What did you do? Manny scores. Game tied at 5. 2 batters later, bases loaded. Reed Johnson. The runners move up on a wild pitch. That was Boyer throwing it in the dirt. Andre Ethier. 6 walk-off hits last year. And the Jonas Brothers' favorite Dodger gets it done. Ethier, the walk-off, and the Dodgers win it 6-5.
Rachel Robinson and members of Jackie Robinson's family honored at Yankee Stadium before the game. Players from both sides in this game as well, wearing the number 42, just as they did all over the majors. First start of the season for Phil Hughes, top second, no score. Hideki Matsui up and out. 3rd of the season for Matsui. Got a nice ovation from the crowd at Yankee Stadium. He did some things for them. 1-0 Angels. Yankees come back in the bottom half of the second. Robinson, Cano. That was not coming back off Scott Kazmir. Cano's 3rd of the year. He's got a hit in all 9 games for the Yankees. They tie the game at 1, and they've got an elaborate handshake. Now bottom 3rd, still 1 apiece. Kazmir facing Derek Jeter, who's going a long way the other way. His 2nd of the year, New York up 2-1. Top 4 now, 2 out. Mike Napoli with Matsui on 2nd. The base hit off Hughes. Curtis Granderson coming up throwing. Matsui coming home, and he's out, or at least called out. Yankees out of the gym. Granderson said you don't have to have the best arm as long as you're accurate. Well, he was accurate, but the call may not have been. Looks like Matsui got in under Jorge Posada's tag. Should be 2-2, but instead the inning ends. Bottom 5 now, 41 New York. This is Cano again. His name is Robinson. He's named after Jackie Robinson, and he hits 2 home runs in the game. How cool is that? His 4th of the year. Casimir, 4 innings of work, 8 hits, 6 earned runs, 3 home runs. Mariano Rivera in the 9th, last remaining player to wear number 42. You know, because it's his number. He gets Bobby Abreu. Yankees win it 6-2. Angels 3-7, their worst start in 8 years.
0-8 Houston, 1 loss away from tying a franchise record for worst start ever. And to make it a fair fight against the Cardinals, the left-handed Bud Norris will throw right-handed. He got his first Major League win at St. Louis last season. Gets Colby Rasmus looking there in the same inning. Yadier Molina, go sit where Colby is. Did you know that Bud Norris doesn't need run support? Bud Norris is Bud Norris's run support. Top 3, no score, man on second, and Bud off Kyle Loesch, his first career RBI.
He must be working out in one of those total gyms.
That's it. Norris won. Cardinals nothing. And if you think Bud Norris is afraid of Albert Pujols, well, you know what? When Albert Pujols goes to sleep at night, he checks under his bed for Bud Norris.
Bud's never going to live this down in the clubhouse. You know that, right?
First at bat, Pujols chases. Second at bat, Pujols chases. Norris goes 5 innings, no earned runs, 9 Ks. That's a career high for last season's PCL Pitcher of the Year. Jeff Keppinger, 2-run single off Mitchell Boggs, buying some insurance in the 8th. Chuck Norris does not sleep. He waits. Bud Norris and the Astros can sleep. The wait is over. They win.
Phillies off to their best start since '93. They won 5 in a row. They took on the Nationals again on Thursday. Look at Chase Utley. 3 hits in the first 2 games of the series, all home runs. Jumps on this fastball from Scott Olson and make it 5 home runs on the season for Utley. Solo job there. Bottom 6, tied at 1. Olson facing Juan Castro. He's been in for Jimmy Rollins. Bases loaded here, and Castro making the most of his opportunity. 2-run score, and the Phillies go up 3-1. So now we go to the 8th. Nationals trailing 4-3. 1 on for the pinch hitter Ryan Zimmerman. Now he's been nursing a hamstring injury. Didn't start. But you know what? When he came up to the plate, he won't have to run very fast and test that hamstring. He can trot. Off Dennis Baez. Nationals take a 5-4 lead on Zimmerman's first. Bottom of the 9th now. 2 outs. 1 on for Jason Worth. It's up to Matt Capps to get it done. And he got it done. And the Phillies' 5-game win streak, it's all over. The Nationals take it 7-5 in Philadelphia.
Wrigley Field, Cubs, Brewers. Carlos Zambrano allowed 3 earned in 7 innings in his last start after allowing 8 earned in 1 1/3 in his first start. This is his home debut. Jim Edmonds on second after an error by Zambrano. Prince Fielder scores him. Zambrano 5 innings, 3 earned, 7 Ks. Jeff Suppan, first start of the season. Marlon Byrd, Yard Bird. 457 feet, game tied at 4 on the 2-run shot. Bird's third. Top 8, Brewers up 6-5. Ryan Braun leading off and getting off on Jeff Samardzija. Solo shot. Braun, 26 RBI in 26 games at Wrigley at 7-5. All right, Trevor Hoffman going to bring him in an 8-5 game. Milwaukee had a 3-run lead Wednesday, gave it away, and Hoffman's blew his last 2 chances. Got some unfortunate bounces to have men on, including that one there. Ryan Theriot scores as Corey Hart can't make the play on the Chad Tracy pop-up. So it's 8-6, but Aramis Ramirez, who homered earlier, still in a bit of a funk, a big funk. Edmonds catches it, and the Brewers avoid the sweep. They win at 8-6. Hoffman get her done.
In the Braves, Thursday his final game in San Diego with Atlanta. Martin Prado, you see what he's been doing. Hitting every game this season, batting .469 coming in. And he's taking Matt Latos yard there. 1-0 Braves, Prado's first of the season. Top second, 1 out, Jason Hayward facing Latos. Jerry Hairston Jr., friend of the program, diving grab and the throw from his knees. He's on his knees, but he's not surrendering. 2 away. Hayward got robbed there, but not this time. That's off Latos. That'll be good for a double. Escobar comes in, and the Braves with a 2-0 lead. Top 8, it's Hayward again, facing Mike Adams, and it's a double again. and Escobar is going to score again. Braves going to win at 6-2. San Diego scored 19 on Monday. 2 games since then, they've scored just 3. Rangers and Indians in Cleveland. Indians trying to snap a 5-game losing streak. Bottom 8, Indians down 2-0 with 2 on, and Shin Soo Choo doing something about that. 3-run shot off Matt Harrison, and the Indians up 3-2. Choo's 3rd of the season. We go to the 9th now. Starter David Huff still in the game. Tie run at second, 2 outs, and Huff gets Vladimir Guerrero to line out. Huff's first career complete game, and the Indians take it 3-2. After the game, his teammates having some fun with Huff. Here's what he had to say.
I actually wasn't expecting that.
I'm just hoping it's whipped cream, not shaving cream.
It's definitely shaving cream.
Oh, that's not good.
4 hits, 2 earned runs, 4 strikeouts, and some histrionics from his teammates. Huff gets his first win of the season.
Cantu's world, we're all just eating hot dogs, drinking adult beverages in it. Marlins hosting the Reds. Josh Johnson, 7 earned runs in 10 innings pitched this season, a 6.30 ERA. Scott Rowland looking. Johnny Gomes, swinger. Ramon Hernandez. You know where Scott and Johnny went? That's where you're going too. Johnson strikes out the side in the 2nd. 5th inning, Marlins up 4-1. Johnson, you're jamming me. He's in a bit of one. Chris Dickerson on 3rd after a single, a steal, and he tagged up on a flyout, but Joey Votto, Chi not centered. Looking. Johnson, 6 innings, 1 earned, 10 Ks. He's got 20 Ks on the season. On out, Cantu, at least 1 hit, 1 RBI in all 9 games this season. Major league record. Cantu doubles to right center off Aaron Harang, who got roughed up. Hanley Ramirez scores, and the streak is alive, and the Marlins are winners, 10-2.
Orioles and A's. Ben Sheets on the mound for Oakland. His last win, September 6, 2008, against the Padres. Sheets got some help from his defense. Miguel Tejada over to 3rd. Kevin Kuzma out. Quick reflexes to make the play, get Sheets out of the inning. Top 5 now, it's 4-0 A's. Felix P.A. Well hit, but well played by Rajay Davis. Look at the ground he covered to get there. Sheets, what do you think? That's what I thought. Top 6 now, 5-0 A's. Bases loaded, 2 outs. Garrett Atkins at the plate, and Sheets got him. Finally gets that win. Had elbow surgery, took him out all of last year. He pitched 6 shutout innings, 5 hits, struck out 4. A's win 6-2.
Baby, these are steak and eggs. It's top plays. We start at 10. Diamondbacks, Dodgers, bottom 8. Dodgers down a run, 1 on, 1 out. Garrett Anderson, get out. Justin Upton, no. Makes the grab. He also homered in this game. Diamondbacks will fall 6-5 in extras. What a game it was.
Number 9, Stanley Cup playoffs. Kings and Canucks tied at 2 in overtime. Look at Roberto Luongo spinning around, down on the ice, stops that one just as it gets to the goal line. Most important of his 25 saves.
Orioles Athletics, top 1, Miguel Tejada, liner. Game just started, but Kevin Kuzmanoff was in mid-game form, and the A's win.
Number 7, Bruins and Sabres, second period, 1-0 Sabres. Ryan Miller, the save, and then he stops the rebound, just so you understand. He had 38 saves. He had 23 in the second period. Sabres win it 2-1.
At 6, White Sox, Blue Jays, all Toronto in this one. Gordon Beckham, the other Beckham, for the White Sox. Diving stop and the flip, but the Blue Jays won it.
Number 5, a 2-for-1 for Jerry Harrison Jr., friend of the program. You know, Escobar gets robbed right there. Harrison from one knee for the out. The next batter is Jason Hayward. And look at Harrison again. Over on the shortstop side, playing second base. Back-to-back great plays for him. Padres go down to the Braves 6-2 though.
At 4, bartender. How about a Canadian club? Vancouver in overtime. Samuelson visiting the red light district. He finishes it. The place goes nuts. The Canucks win game 1, 3-2 in OT.
And number 3, Canadians and Caps tied at 2 in overtime. Thomas Plekanec gets some daylight. Slap shot, upper corner. Say goodnight. Canadians take game 1, 3-2 in overtime.
We had Beckham. We better have Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo weaving his way through the defense. Look at that. You can't touch this. Real Madrid, a 2-1 winner.
Did you just go hammer right there?
You know who can touch MC Hammer? Chuck Norris.
At number 1, nationwide tour, Jerry Rice found out these guys are pretty good too. That's DJ Brigman on the par 4 13th. Eagle.